Are you here to see Mr. Sato? I'm afraid tea time will have to come later. My efforts to track the Sekihotai's movement have led me straight here. They've broken into the mana in retaliation for our actions. Mr. Sato appears to have anticipated this and has prepared himself for the siege. I must rescue him before it is too late. Will you help me? Thanks. Okay. But it would be reckless to try to enter through the front gate. The place is crawling with enemies. However, I believe there to be a secret entrance in the back. We'd best sneak in that way. You got them.
What's taking them so long inside? Open up already!
You have a death wish.
This is fishy. Could there be a hidden...
Excellent.
Not another dead end. Damn this house.
You got them. You got them. Think you can take me?
I'm glad you're here. But did you have to bring the enemy with you?
Found you, Sato! You'll pay for betraying us!
I prefer to think of it as realizing what's important.
What the? I can avenge my brother too. Come, I will kill you both! Brotherhood is war like this. My brother was meant to lead Japan to a better future. Brother, lend me your strength! You will always raised. Can't wait to begin to rebuild anew! Brother!
What? I have my orders. You won't escape. The demon claw samurai was right. You will be punished. Whatever it takes. No! How could I fail again?
Sekihotai have retreated. Thanks to you, of course. As you can imagine, this is not what I had in mind when I invited you over earlier. Those assassins appear to be acting on the Demon Claw Samurai's orders. It seems my betrayal has been quite the bitter pill to swallow. Even so, my resolve remains firm. No matter how many times they strike at me, I refuse to give in. Although the cruelty of that villain is not to be underestimated. I see. So you still consider that villain to be your blade twin? And perhaps you are fated to face each other. As for myself, I have no intention of giving up. I must continue to pour everything into preventing further violence. As an interpreter, I have many contacts, you see. And though I cannot fight like you, I am confident that I will have a role to play. So, let us work together to protect Edo. Nay, all of Japan.
I must say, you two have become very friendly while I've been away dealing with the remnants of the Kurosu.
Yes, you could say that.
Well, since we're all here, anyone up for tea time?
Welcome back. Come.
Hey! Ah, someone's back in Edo, I see. Didn't think you'd be likely to come here again. Look, this might seem sudden, but you need to leave Edo. I've got to get every man, woman, and child out of here. Once everyone's gone, we're burning it to the ground.
That's the plan, at least. Unfortunately, we can't protect both the city and its people. And this is our only chance to stop the Alliance from finishing us off for good. Of course I don't want to do it! Look, I can't bear the thought of burning down the town where I was born and raised. But I owe it to the troops under my command to take decisive action. I need to ask Tatsugoro for his help too. But if he heard this talk, I know he'd be furious. At any rate, we have a few days before the Alliance descend on Edo. I have to prepare as best I can. The British have strong ties to the Alliance, so I'll see if they'd be willing to help us broker a peace. I've got to get Sato, the interpreter, on our side. And then, I have to cool down the Shinsengumi. They're gathering in numbers, chomping at the bit to get revenge for Kondo. If I let them take up arms, all Edo will descend into chaos. I've sent Brunei to talk sense into them, but he'll have an uphill battle.
Apologies for interrupting, sir. The group calling themselves the Sekihotai have entered Edo Castle. They're headed to the inner chamber. Reports say their target is Princess Atsuko. A group of ronin formed by Sozo Sagara, who refuse to acknowledge either the shogunate or the new administration.
She's a former shogun's wife and a key figure of the Satsuma clan. I'm not sure what their plan is, but this is bound to rile up her clansmen.
Her Highness's escort is undermanned and requires assistance. The Shinshogumi may have stalled the Sekihotai, but it is only a matter of time. A group of Roshigumi warriors returned from Kyoto, who formed around Koto Nakazawa. They're tasked with policing the streets and guarding Edo Castle. They've been dispatched elsewhere to firm up Edo's defenses. We had no other choice. Good. I appreciate it. And what's more, I trust you. Get to Edo Castle as quick as you can and drive off the Sekihotai. Nakazawa can fill in the details when you arrive.
I know you just got back. Sorry you walked right into this. If we survive this, drinks are on me. Oh, and there's something else I want to run by you. Come see me about it later. Hey, I'm sure you know, but the situation is truly dire. Burning down Edo is nigh unavoidable at this point. By reducing Edo to ash, the Alliance won't be able to achieve anything. And when the time is right, we can force them to negotiate. Do you know of Napoleon, France's invincible general? Well, when faced with a similar situation, even he withdrew his men. The shogunate still has plenty of capable men. I need to do what I can for them. Make sure they can afford to keep putting food on the table. I'm going to ask Chief Tatsugoro to start the blaze. I've tried to speak to him about it, but, well, tempers are rising all around. The truth is, I can't bring myself to broach the topic. I've just got too much to do right now. I've got my hands full trying to evacuate everyone. I'd really appreciate if you talk Tatsugoro around for me. Indeed. Who knows fire better than the firefighters? I just need you to convince the chief, please. Thank you. I'm sorry for asking so much of you all the time.
Oh, look who it is! There's an ominous gloom hanging over Edo right now. Feels like a hell of a fight's brewing. I tell you one thing though. On my pride as a firefighter, I refuse to see this town destroyed. So, what is it that you came to see me about? His Lordship wants my help? You're going to have to tell me more. If it's in my power, I'll do what I can. I see. So he wants the firefighters to start the blaze. Now I've heard everything. And Katsu said that himself, did he? What an absolute joke! What the hell is he thinking? Asking me to set fire to the place where I was born and raised. And you're no better! Didn't you even try to talk him out of it? Don't you care what happens to this place? I don't want to hear it! If you're telling me to set fire to Edo, I think it's high time I knock some sense into you! You've lost your mind! I'm going to beat the living daylight out of you! Now you've done it! Don't allow it! Don't let you burn Edo down! I lost again. You're a beast, you know. Apologies. I got too fired up. Go on then. Tell me the rest. But burning Edo down, it's beyond reckless. I won't be party to such folly. So, it's only the buildings that will go. I should have realized Katsu wouldn't execute a plan like this without thinking it through first. I see the shogunate can no longer afford to worry about their reputation. I suppose I have no choice. If all else fails, and I mean all else, I'll play my part. But you give his lordship a message from me. Tell him it's his job to resolve this without burning Edo down. We're all done for if he's forgotten that. Got it? And one more thing. If this plan gets scrapped, he needs to send me word right away. And not through you. I need to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. The man's lost sight of what's really important. Anyways, you give him a good smack for me next time you see him. Hopefully that'll wake him up.
Sorry for making you come here so often. So, how did the chief take the news? Glad to hear it. I'm guessing he has some conditions? Come on! If I could manage that, I wouldn't have needed to ask him in the first place. Ah, well, there's no feeling good about this, is there? I've never been cut out for plotting and scheming. It's dawned on me recently how good it was back when my only purpose was wielding my sword. In exerting myself, my mind was clear. How about it then? Care to go around with me? I want to forget everything for a moment. Try to get back to my old self. It's been a while since I crossed swords. Light them up! That's more like it! How could I possibly burn Edo down? That's more like it! higher you rise, the more you lose sight of what's on the ground. Ah, just like that. I always knew this was more my style. Whoops, I'm afraid I win this one. It's been a while since I crossed swords in earnest. Burn Edo down. Just like that. The higher you rise, the more you lose sight of what's on the ground.
Here goes.
I always knew this was more my style. That may have been a spectacular defeat, but I feel much better. That's blown the doom and gloom right away. But sadly, it hasn't inspired much in the way of bright ideas. No pressure, huh? If only you could just finish me off here and now. I can't lose to the Alliance. I can't burn Edo. And I can't let anyone die. How do I do all three? Damn. People expect far too much of me.
What are you doing here? Sounds about right. I plan on putting you to work then. There's a hidden passage close by that leads inside the castle. It'll be quicker to reach the inner chamber that way than storming in from the front. You can still make it if you hurry. Can you head straight to Princess Atsuko's chambers and get her out? Be on your guard. I'm sure our enemies have found the passage by now. Let's get started then.
Let's go. Went down without a fuss.
think you can take me? Get ready. You got them. Enemy ahead! You got them. Here you are. You got them.
My lady, you must flee.
Ready?
behavior. This is as far as you go. Princess Atsuko will be the kindling that ignites the fire of revolution! Where all are truly equal! I cannot fail. I will usher in the revolution! We will end this era of ignorance and turn all Edo to ash.
Sorry for the trouble.
For that.
Just when I thought it had gotten quiet, who should appear but you? Oh my, rescued by you once again. How should I thank you, I wonder? Now let me ask. Why were they after me? I see. By getting rid of me, a word of the shogunate, they conspired to rile up Saiko and the rest. The revolutionist army would rush to arms and Edo would be reduced to a sea of flames. I cannot allow all those fighting to make this country a better place to keep harming one another. Right. I'll start by writing a letter to Saigo and put down on paper how I truly feel about the state of affairs. I know he'll take my advice. Please, make sure he gets it.
looking for? Hello. Did you come to train today? Because of Ryoma? Thank you for your concern. That's very thoughtful of you. Frankly, it all feels like a terrible dream. Ever since I heard the news, I've just been... But then Ryoma was willing to lay down his life for the sake of this country. Such was the extent of his ambition. Anyway, he'll pull through. I know it. But until he does, I'll need to think of what I can do.
Hello? Sorry to interrupt, but I was told I could find you here. I would like to employ your services as a bodyguard. My client is a noble lady who is well known to you.
If I may, I have something to ask. I'd like to assist with this mission. A larger detail means better security, right? Besides, I am a trained professional. I'm not just along for the ride.
I don't mind if they don't mind. Only you must not speak a word of this matter to anyone.
Of course I'm ready.
Well, I suppose that settles things. I'll go on ahead. We can meet by Edo Castle.
We should probably get a move on. What do you say? Shall we head for Edo Castle? Alright then, let's stay sharp.
Our destination is the inner chamber of Edo Castle. Outside of my lady and her maidservants, only a trusted few are admitted entrance. I'll lead the way. You follow. Good to go? Then let's go. As for you, no falling behind, all right?
Right!
The individual we're to protect works to broker peace between the shogunate and its rivals. But many of the shogun's vassals would prefer discord. Speak of the devil. Oi! What are you doing there? If you mean ill, you'd best prepare yourself.
We need her ladyship to behave herself. If you get in the way, I'll show no mercy. Shogunate has the upper hand. We'll be forced to consider peace. Isn't over yet. Don't let your guard down.
I've got to say, I'm impressed. But then I should expect as much from a friend of Ryoma. I'm sure you two have covered each other's back like this countless times, right?
Good work. I am certain I shall be safe in your hands. And you are no slouch either. Please, accept my gratitude.
There are people who'd like nothing more than to see the princess come to harm. But their standing in the shogunate makes it difficult for us to act. So, the princess decided to lure them out herself, which is why I called on you, to avoid the risk of a leak.
I'm glad that we could be of service to you. The key is reading your opponent's movements. My uncle taught me that.
You see, I have a mission that needs accomplishing. That said, I unfortunately don't have what it takes to defend myself. What an awful world we live in.
To defend myself. I'd like to request a rematch. What do you say? I feel like it will clear up some things for me. Questions I've had on my mind for a while now. Anyways, stop by the dojo after you are finished here. I'll be waiting for you. Sorry about what happened, Daria. But I really do want a rematch with you. Ever since the incident with Ryoma, I've been thinking about his ambitions and everything he is capable of. And how small my own dreams must appear in comparison. Perhaps you're right, but still, I can't stop thinking about it. Anyways, hearing the princess talk, I felt a spark inside of me. A sense of what I want to do with my life. Or what I ought to be doing. I'd like to explore this further. Will you help me do that? Thank you. I had a feeling you'd understand. Don't go easy on me now. I want you to give me all you've got. I won't hold back either. Now, let's have it. I'll take you on. Formidable as ever. Beaten yet. I will give it everything I have. You haven't beaten me yet. Incredible. It looks like You win again. It's strange, but I feel oddly refreshed. You know, ever since our visit to Yoshiwara, I've come to realize something. The reason Ryoma stopped showing up at the dojo. For him, swordplay isn't everything in life. It's simply a means to bettering society, not an end in itself. Meanwhile, look at me, in my own world, training obsessively. It's no wonder his feelings changed. No. Besides, I don't have time for that. But first, I need to focus on myself. And to do that, I need to choose my own path. Besides, I think I found my purpose. I'd like to teach women the art of self-defense. After all, the dangers I've encountered recently can be found around any corner. I wish I could help build a society free from such dangers in the first place. But perhaps that's a dream for later. It is, isn't it? I just wish I were a little closer to you and Ryoma. Say, how about we start training together? Sparring with someone who lacks a definite style is sure to push me to new heights. Besides, I feel like I might discover another side of myself. I only hope we can continue to spend time together.